Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll find his tight end. That's Ben Braunecker. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
At the 30-yard line.
I got it. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Tackled by Samson Ebuka. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mike, 58, right there. I got one. Chance. Ran, talk. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58. Lock in. Hey, Charlie. 58 to Mike. All day.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Looking deep for gain. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 63 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Goff on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
Goff on the keeper. It's second down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Second down, it's Henderson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
A shotgun snap for gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Throwing on second and 8. Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Los Angeles.
Cut. 180. 45. Now you want.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Bears' 17-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Goff going to give this one to Henderson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the carry is Henderson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, pick your game up.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Big hits all day.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Come on, 180. 59. Cut. Watch the twist, Alert, alert. Check 59. Hey, high 7. 59. You must be dreaming.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Trubisky to throw. And an alley to run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me. You better. Red, go. Alert.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, shell. Super. Hey,
on 1st down, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Spot. No. Now you won. 58. Hey, wahoo.
Now it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
To Brandon Cooks. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
50 go. 180. 58 right there. Hey,
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike, check.
Now it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Box truck. Hey, I'm coming after you. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Oh, you got D? 58.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the catch is made by Riley Ridley. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert. Alert, flow. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
14 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert. Kill.
This is Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Alert.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. To the football, it's blocked. The Bears pick it up. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
As you tell me all the time, Brandon, mark that play down. That should be a tie game. Instead, a great job by the guys blocking it. And, boy, they've got to have a great lift going off the field.
And the further it happens in the game and here in the second half, it just gets more magnified. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Watch the run. 18. Mike, check. 59.
22 jet bomber.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Come on, 180. Red, check.
From the 31, Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Lock in, lock in.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Check, check, 59. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Move. Mike,
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. A give to Cohen. He heads right. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Show it up. Show it up. Alert, 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 alert.
Again, it's Cohen. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 41.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Slam. Check.
Greystone, travel.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's make a move. Back home, yo.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Samson Abukum with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down.
180. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On first down, Henderson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Like 20. Here we go. Check. Watch the air.
They run once more with Henderson, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Now a first down throw. Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, 76.
From the red zone now, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To the air again. Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Goff throwing again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now a run with Henderson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 12. Goff. Then he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Out of the gun. Goff. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
58, boy, 58.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that may do it for this NFC title game. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They try again with Cohen. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout. Their second.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 8.
Get up! 180! Mike, 58, right there. I got you. I got you. Ran, go!
On 3rd down, Cohen, and he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the deep.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Brings up 4th down.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game.
Get up! 180! Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Go.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.